Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In the previous class, we have discussed about Rixia, one genus of the bryophyte. Today we will discuss about another genus, one of the most important genus, which include on the family Marchantiaceae, that is Marchantia. It represented by 65 species. Remember, it represented by 65 species, and the plant is generally terrestrial and cosmopolitan also. That means they prefer to grow in moist or shady places like that of Rixia. In reproduction purpose, they need water, so they are mostly present in shady or moist area. And the body is gametophytic body, and again the body is thallus-like structure. The body is look like this. Okay, it is also dichotomously divided. No true leaf, true stem or true root is there. Instead of root, they have rhizoids. Again the whole body is differentiated or dorsiventrally differentiated, and two part is there. One is dorsal, another is ventral part. If we assume that this one is a dorsal part, then in the dorsal part, what happens? The midrib is marked by a shallow groove, and on the dorsal side, all sex organs are present. Vegetative as well as sexual reproductive organs are present on the dorsal surface of the plant. Vegetative reproductive part, that means here vegetative reproductive part in Marchantia is known as gamma cup. Gamma cup is also present in the on the dorsal surface of the plant. Again, the sex organ, that is antheridium and archegonium. Here antheridium and archegoniums are present in a stalk-like structure, and all these organs are present on the dorsal side of the plant, and the ventral side roots are there, and on the ventral surface scales and rhizoids are present. Rhizoids are unicellular, and two types of rhizoids are found in case of Marchantia also, that is smooth wall or tuberculate. Tuberculate type of rhizoids are found. And then this is the external feature of the Marchantia. It is like, the plant is look like this. Mainly they are dichotomously divided, and shady places or moist places they are found. If we see it is a if we assume that this is a dorsal surface, then all sex organ, that means vegetative sex organ, it is gamma cup. Sexual sex organ, that is antheridophore or archegoniophore. Okay, all these are present in the dorsal side. And if we assume it is like a ventral side, then on the ventral surface rhizoids and the scales are present. They help to attach on the substratum, absorb water, and they absorb water. So as they are green in color, so they can produce their own food. Now let us come to the many air chambers or air pores are present in the Marchantia. Now let us come to the next part, that is reproduction part. Reproduction. They reproduce by means of two ways, vegetative and sexual reproduction. vegetative reproduction. Like that of Rixia, Marchantia also have various way of in vegetative reproduction. That means the first one is like that of death and decay of the older portion of the plant. That means death and decay of older portion of the plant, so that the tip of the plant, that means when the older portion rot away, the tip of the plant, that means the growing point, again they separate from the old part and they form a new plant. Okay, then second one is adventitious branches. They form some adventitious branches in a plant body, and from that branch another new species, another new plant form. Then third one is rhizoid. From the rhizoid also they reproduce vegetatively. And the fourth one is, or the important one, it is mainly found in Marchantia, so it is a, that means distinguishing feature of the Marchantia. And the fourth one is by gemi. With the help of gemi, they reproduce vegetatively. Gemi are found in gamma cup, and I told you that gamma cup is found on the dorsal surface of the plant. The gamma cup is look like a crescent shaped, that means like this. Okay, they are found at the midrib of the dorsal side, and they are crescent shaped. If we cut the gamma cup in a transverse way, then you can see that two portions are there in a gamma cup. The upper portion is the photosynthetic part and the lower portion is the storage region. Photosynthetic region and the storage region. Gamma cup is green in color, so they can produce their own food also. And inside the gamma cup, gemi is present. Okay, my drawing is not good. I'll give you the drawing of this whole topic Marchantia. You can go through that drawing part. Here, gemi are present inside the gamma cup, and in gamma or in gemi, that means the plural form is gemi, or in gamma, what happened? Parenchymatous cell, then rhizoidal cells are present. Rhizoidal cell as well as parenchymatous cell is present. When water is available in our atmosphere, what happens? It absorbs. That means here some mucilous substances are there in the gamma. Gamma releases the mucilous substance which help to absorb the water, and by absorbing the water, what happens? They create some force, and due to the force, the gemi is detached from the gamma cup. The stalk is detached from the gamma cup and they released from the gamma cup. And sometimes what happened due to the growth of the new gamma in a gamma cup, sometimes new gemi is formed inside the gamma cup. For the growth of the new gamma, some force are there, or some force will be created, and this force helps to detach the gemi from the gamma cup. So when gemi is detached from the gamma cup, they fall in a substratum. Okay, they fall in a substratum, and at a suitable time or during a favorable condition, what happened? From the gamma, inside the gamma, that means parenchymatous cells as well as rhizoidal cells, both are present. So from the rhizoidal cells they form rhizoid, and from the parenchymatous cell they form a new gametophytic plant body. In this way they reproduce vegetatively with the help of gamma or with the help of gamma cup. After that, the next reproduction is the sexual reproduction. Earlier, I told you that in case of Marchantia, the sexual reproductive body is also found on the dorsal surface of the plant body, and the sexual reproductive part are present in a stalk-like structure. Here in Marchantia, in a stalk-like structure, the sexual reproductive part is present. Here also the sex organ, well developed sex organs are there, male and female, well differentiated sex organs are there, male and female sex organ, that is antheridium and archegonium. Antheridium and archegoniums are present in a stalk-like structure, and the stalk-like structure is known as, if the stalk bear antheridium, then the stalk is known as antheridiophore. If the stalk bears the archegonium, then the stalk is known as archegoniophore. Okay, archegoniophore is a little bit more long than that of the antheridiophore. So this is the antheridiophore and this one is the archegoniophore. So in this way, this is the sex organ, and the plant is dioecious. In case of Rixia, the plant was monoecious. Plant is monoecious. That means both the sex organs are present in one plant. But in case of Marchantia, what happened? The plant is dioecious. That means heterophilic. That means the sex organs are present in a different plant body. That means in one plant only one sex organ is present. That means the plant may be male plant, or maybe the plant may be the female plant. Okay. It is dioecious, and the main body, dominant body is plant body is gametophytic plant body. So let us start with the sexual reproduction part. So first of all, let us come to the antheridium, male sex organ, that is antheridium. Antheridium. Before going to the antheridium, we have to study antheridiophore. Antheridiophore which bear the, or which carry the antheridium, this male sex organ. If we ventrally cut the antheridiophore, then we can see it is a stalk-like structure. As I said that my drawing is not good. So it is a stalk-like structure, and it is differentiated into two sides, that is dorsal side and ventral side, and here a lobe disc is present, a disc-like structure is present at the apex of the antheridiophore. This is the stalk-like structure, and one disc-like structure is present in the on the top of the antheridiophore. And here many air pores are there. Many air pores are there in this disc-like structure, as well as the body of the antheridiophore. And side by side, what happened here? The cavities look like this. Here antheridium also embedded in the disc, in this disc-like structure of the antheridiophore. Here in some cavity antheridium is also present on the disc-like structure on the lobe of the antheridiophore. So in this way, not like in this way, you can see, or I will send the drawing of the antheridiophore. You can go through it like that of the way they can arrange in a, they are arranging in a in this manner. This is the antheridium. Then antheridium is look like a globose structure. It is a globose structure and covered by a single jacket or single wall, and inside the antheridium androzoid or androzoid mother cells are there, and after diagonal division they form an androcyte cell or antherozoids, and wall is there, breaking wall is there. When they get favorable condition or when they get water, they absorb water and it helps to break the wall, and during fertilization it breaks the wall and liberate all the antherozoids or androcyte cells. Okay, this is the antheridium. Then the female sex organ, that is archegonium. Archegonium, like that of Rixia, it is also a flax-shaped structure. It has neck cell, and at the tip of the neck cell, 3 cover cells are there. It is much more bigger than the other cells, but cover cells are there, and the neck cell and the ventral part, they contain egg cell. So during this fertilization period, when fertilization periods come or the favorable condition come, when water is available, then what happens? It breaks. It is a male sex organ. It is a female sex organ. It breaks the wall. It helps to break the wall. Then it releases the antherozoid, and with the help of water, it swim and come to the closer with the an archegonium. It come in contact with the archegonium, and the neck canal cell, here also the neck canal cell disintegrates and forms some mucilage substances, chemical substances, and it absorbs the water, and what happens? It creates a force and breaks the cover cell. After that, many antherozoids are entered to this ventral side, and from this many antherozoid, one antherozoid come in contact with the egg and it fertilizes the egg, and they form, after fertilization they form zygote, and after formation of the zygote, gametophytic phase is end here, and the whole fertilization process is oogamous type. Remember the word, it is oogamous type of sexual reproduction. And zygote, before the formation of the zygote, that means when zygote is formed, that means sporophytic body begins. Then after formation of the zygote, they form sporophytic body. Sporophytic body is very simple and it is not dominant part or dominant phase. In sporophytic body, spores are present. Sporophytic body, the chromosome number is twice n, and after meiotic cell division, what happens? The chromosome number become half and it become n, and from this spore again they form gametophytic structure, and from the gametophytic structure they form male and female sex organ, and male and female sex organ they form again zygote. Sometimes what happens? Zygote, and after the formation of the zygote they form sporophytic. So in this way they alternate the generation. Sometimes gametophytic, after the formation of zygote they form sporophytic body, after that gametophytic body. So they alternate in this way. So they follow the alternation of generation process. So here a summary of Marchantia ends, and when the question comes like this, write a briefly about the life cycle of Marchantia. Then again you write the classification first. If question comes like this, like life cycle, then don't write so much about morphological or anatomical structure. You summarize the part morphological or anatomical structure and features like external and internal. Summarize the part and give the importance on reproduction part, and lastly the life cycle. That means it follow the alternation of generation. So this is all about Marchantia. Thank you.